Hi, my name's Donna Lynn Bray, and I am the last person that I would have ever thought would have been talking to you about the Y or being in shape or any of the wonderful things that happen when you do get in shape. I have had many medical problems. I have a back full of titanium cages, rods, pins. I've had 7 or 8 major back surgeries. And of course, you have little ones in between, but we won't count those. I went to Idaho to visit my mom, and I woke up and I couldn't breathe very good. And my mom called an ambulance, and it was a pulmonary embolism. All these years I'd had a blood disease and I didn't even know that. The embolism went through my lung, destroyed everything. I was very, very ill. For 2 years I was on oxygen. During that time I laid on the couch and ate candy bars and petted the cat. Really had no hope. Really felt like I was going through the motions, watching my kids grow up around me. I went to the doctor and asked if I could go off oxygen, and the answer was like, they didn't know. So I decided we were going off oxygen. And it was quite a process. And I finished that, a little time in the hospital, and I asked my husband, I said, would you put a pool in for me? And he said, I will. And he put in a little pool, and it was wonderful. I was in the pool morning till night, but summer ended. And I thought, now what happens? I'd lost a little weight, not a ton, but I'd lost some weight. And lo and behold, the YMCA happened. I came here to this Y. I had lost 60 pounds by that time, but I was just so early in my journey. I was just getting started. Went to the pool and found the most amazing people on the face of the earth. I began in the pool at 357 pounds. The only thing one can do is walk up and down the water, move around a little bit because my body couldn't do anything else. As time went by, I got stronger. The first thing that happened is one of the kids that worked here named Dylan said, hey, Donna Lynn, why don't you do a 5K? Well, Dylan, how long do I need to train? Oh, I don't know, Donna Lynn, a couple weeks. I did a 5K. Didn't do it real well, but I was pretty proud of myself. And I thought, you know, I kind of like this. The next thing that happened, my husband bought me a bike. And when somebody buys you a bike, you got to do a triathlon. Trained up for the triathlon, realized about 6 weeks before it was time to go compete that I really didn't know how to swim. I knew how to exercise in the pool, but I kind of had missed that part. Well, one of the ladies here at the Y, Leaf, said, we'll teach you how to swim. One lesson in the water, and I came back every day. The next thing I knew, I was a swimmer. I went to my first triathlon. By the grace of God, I came away with a bronze medal. Didn't even think about winning a medal. Just was so excited to think I could travel to St. George, Utah and participate in the Senior Olympics and finish it. Had a bronze medal. Came back from that, feeling like, wow, where do I go from here? I went to see my doctor, Robert Sanders, who is the most amazing man on the face of this earth. He's absolutely helped me to understand that life is what you make of it. As a doctor, he doesn't tell me what I can't do. He helps me figure out how I can do it. And you need someone like that. If you're sick, find somebody like that. They ran half marathons, and they brought a little paper out, and it talked about doing 5 half marathons in 5 days in 5 states. This was in April. It was going to happen in May. They said, you should do this, Donna Lynn. Me being me, I said, okay, I'll do that. And I did. I traveled to the East Coast. I ran 5 half marathons in 5 days in 5 states. All of it has been with the glory of God. Everything that has happened to me has been a gift that started with the YMCA. I love this place. I now can tell you that in less than 2 years, I have run 29 half marathons in 19 states. I have bad days. I have days when my knee's trashed or my disease is kicked up, but I find my way here because there's always something you can do to feel better. There's always something you can do to push yourself just a little bit, and you're not going to be that sick person. I don't want to be a sick person. I want to be just who I am. Ran 9 miles yesterday and swam a half a mile. Lots of days I swim a mile. I average at least somewhere between 25, 30, 40 miles a week is what my average is. Last year I finished the year and I'd ran 1,051 miles. That was none of my swimming and that was none of my walking. That was strictly the miles I'd run. Coming from a place where you're carrying an oxygen tube with you everywhere you go, coming from a place where there is no hope to where I'm at, I'll take it. And if something happens tomorrow out there, I've fallen, I've got hurt, I've got bumped by a car, but here's the deal, I'm living. And I was never living till I started this. Till I hit that pool, until I started on this journey, I was existing, and now I'm living. And I can only tell you that it's one step from you. I can show you pictures of me that you won't believe. Do I think I'm perfect? No, I'm on a voyage. I'm in a journey, and I hopefully will lose some more weight, but it's where I'm headed. It's not, and it's where I'm coming from. It's where I'm going to wind up eventually, and the Y's helped me with that. It's why I'm here today. It's why I'm breathing. It's why I'm living. And for me, going to the Y is not a job. It is not a bad thing. It's the joy in my life. You meet the people, you surround yourself with this group of individuals that cares if you're having a good day or a bad day. Who cares if they can help you? You're surrounded by people that say, you know, Donna Lynn, I know your feet are numb and you can't feel them, but I think if you try this, you might swim a little faster. Never a negative word. Never, ever anything but good. And that's what the YMCA is to me.